You are listening to Power Marketing with Kevin Lee. Here's Kevin.
One byproduct of the pandemic that we've noticed at Did It is that, some of our prospects and clients, more prospects actually, that sort of hadn't touched their marketing plans in years, and we just happened to be talking to them, in the middle of the pandemic, is that became the catalyst for them completely revisiting their marketing plan, because it became more obvious that the marketing plan was wrong because their target market completely changed, where they hang out. B2B is, of course, completely different, but even B2C, consumers are interacting with media differently and consuming different forms of media. And sort of, marketing plans, both paid and earned, that were probably wrong 3 years before the pandemic, they just happened to come to us mid-pandemic or post-pandemic. We're not quite even at post-pandemic yet, to say, hey, we think our media plan needs a refresh. And of course it did. Did you find that clients were sort of reevaluating the way they were going to interact with their customers? Obviously, in an app ecosystem, right, the way people interact with apps has changed as a result of the pandemic as well. But also just, in other marketing channels, did you feel like it was a wake-up call for some of your clients?
It was. I mean, we've always, pride ourselves as being an innovation agency and always kind of doing the more cutting edge things. So for us, we've always been highly focused on digital marketing, marketing automation. We're a HubSpot partner, Salesforce partner. And so we've always looked at, what are the key performance indicators? How do we set up a plan so that we're assessing the results every month, and then, fine tuning it, looking at our channels, which ones are working, which ones aren't, and readjusting. So we've always been very dynamic, and we've always been using, more kind of cutting edge and modern tools. Now, we have picked up a lot of new clients that might have had an old plan that was still, maybe very traditional, right? And then, so we picked up new clients because we've used a lot of these new tools, but we also did employ some new things too. So we've started to do more influencer marketing. And there's some scary statistics out there, but like the greatest generation would watch, Walter Cronkite, and everybody got 100% of their news from the television, and news was 100% truthful, or at least, high 90s truthful. Right. Whereas then you get to us, Gen X here, we started to read our news online, but we still stuck with, official news stations. Right. I wanted to say reputable, but not to say that influencers aren't reputable, but they don't have the necessity to do all the fact checking that news agencies do. Well, then you get to the millennials, and then you get into Gen Z, and now not only do they not get their news from, papers are gone, online news stations are gone, but they've really skewed, in a majority of their news they get from influencers through social media. So they're getting their news from TikTok. They're getting their news from Instagram, right? And so we've started to shift in that direction, where we're starting to leverage, influencer marketing. And then we're doing way more content marketing than we've done before. So, it really came down to it. Good content is, has been and is always king. But we've been doing a lot more content marketing, influencer marketing, good SEO. Right. So we've been spending more time on SEO, and then always the marketing automation that we've done in the past.
Kevin Lee's Power Marketing is available on all your favorite podcast networks. Kevin loves helping businesses excel at marketing. Having marketing challenges? Just like Santa in The Miracle on 34th Street, if Kevin can't help you, he'll know someone who can. Find him on LinkedIn, subscribe, or follow.